Hello, everybody. How's it going? Chat isn't working again. Hooray. Really? After all this time, I thought it was going to work, and it's not. Oh. That aside, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all ready to celebrate, even though I'm a little bit late, but that's okay, because that's how we do things around here. We're always coming in fashionably late. Yay. So yes, today we celebrate our boys, and I guess kind of my birthday, but we already did that. We already did a celebration for my birthday. This is all about our boys. Our boys, fictional and real, that have been with us in these past 3 years and beyond. We're here today to celebrate them and all the wonderful things they have given to us just by being them and being a part of this project too, you know, that sort of thing. Yay. This is gonna bother me so much. Why is chat not working? I mean, I can see the chat in my stream, whatever's going on YouTube, but like on the actual chat in like the layout's not working. I don't know why. It's gonna bother me forever. Gosh freaking darn it. Well, not much I can do about that. I guess I'll just keep moving forward, as I try to do mostly in my life, you know. Hello, welcome! Thank you so much for dropping by! Alright, I guess I will switch over to my doodling everything that's going on. So yes, originally I just planned for this to be like after all of everything that happened last week. I just planned for this to be like reading Argonavis Love mail. But then I realized, oh wait, Banri's birthday is like this week too. And I would have done like, you know, a drawing stream or doodle stream like, you know, tomorrow, but tomorrow is karaoke. And I also remembered that I have to be at work at 5:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. And I get back at like, I end at 1:45. So I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow. So there's no way I could do anything more than just the karaoke stream. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do the doodle stream today. And I'm gonna do both at the same time. I'm gonna read out the love mail, and I'm gonna doodle Banri. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but you know, if you've seen, you know, doodle streams of mine in the past, you know, I tend to get, you know, in my non-talkative ruts at times, because I'm just really bad at trying to think of what to say when I'm trying to figure out how to draw. So this might, you know, help with that a little bit, or it might, you know, impede my drawing skills even further. We'll see how this goes, you know. It's gonna be fun, you know, trying things out, you know. Yeah. Oh boy. Banri! Speaking of which, sir, happy birthday! You look so cute and dapper, and I love the polka dots on your tie. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. And like, is he at like a shrine or something, or a temple, or somewhere really fancy? He's in a very nice looking place with very nice looking clothes. He looks very nice. Oh hi, that's okay. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Yes, look at him. He's so cute. And like I read his card story earlier and Argonavis loves him! And he loves Argonavis! Ah! My heart aches. He's so good! He's so good! Banri! So yes, I will be attempting to doodle Banri while reading out Argonavis Love mail. This should be interesting. Alright, let's see which one was it? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is my drawing tablet. I need to remember that. And so I was trying to figure out what in the world, you know, could I draw for Banri aside from, you know, just like the things that I've drawn in the past, like either a little chibi squished or just, you know, a portrait drawing of him or something. And then I thought, what if I just drew a cow? And then I thought, Stories, you don't know how to draw a cow. And then I thought, that's never stopped me before. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna attempt to draw a very like squishified, chibified cow. But Banri. This might end up being terrible. But it might also be cute. I don't know. I also brought over so when I got the Story of Seasons Friends of Middletown remake, it came with like I pre-ordered it, so it came with like this little extra bonus thingy or whatever. I don't really know what the exact wording is. My brain can't words. But I got a little strawberry cow. Like it's literally I think in game you literally milk it and you get strawberry milk from it. Which I think is genius. I love that so much. I haven't played long enough to get one of these. I'm very poor still, and I haven't played in a while. But I would have like so many of these little fat little buggers if I could. They're so chubby. They're so cute. So this is gonna be my reference. So we'll see how this goes. Pray for me. Da 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 da. Ne kimi hayaku kaete koi. Oh my! I will never be able to hear the word pray the same again. My life has been changed. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Oh, I just realized I was gonna say this at the beginning, but then I got distracted by chat not working. But welcome to Argo Week Take 2. Hopefully I can get through this week this time without any weird technical difficulties, and we'll really see tomorrow if karaoke actually, you know, goes on this time and doesn't quit within the first 6 minutes. So fingers crossed. Yes, welcome. Glad you're all here for the revamp of or the restart, second try. Oops, I just doodled all over my iPad. Of Argo Week. Yay! So, without further ado, let's get to the first thing of love mail. Actually, I'll read that out and then I'll start kind of doodling. And then we'll just kind of go from there and see what happens. So thank you everybody who sent in some love mail for me to read. I truthfully wasn't really expecting too much, but I got a lot of people saying some really sweet stuff for the boys, and I was just so much feel good stuff, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited to go through all of these and just, you know, be super mushy and cheesy and stuff. So yeah, let's get going. So, all right, I have a whole like PowerPoint presentation that I've created just for this. So, originally this is what you were only going to see on the screen, so I'm gonna flip between this and back to what I'm doing. So, yeah. Let's hope this isn't too distracting. Alright, so this first piece of love mail we have from Kari. Thank you so much, Kari, for sending in a submission. Alright. I first saw Argonavis mentioned on Twitter or Discord in spring 2019, sometime after Zero Beyond. Though I was only mildly interested at first, my love for them grew a lot over time. The Sound Only Lives and Navi streams gave me something to look forward to during the pandemic. Actually, wanting to see their concerts and understand the manga and game was the final push to get me to take Japanese class. One of the best decisions I've ever made. Also, the community is so funny. The morning that I woke up to Socks and Sandals Felix was wild. Oh my gosh. That was such a confusing time. Oh, people are so weird, and I love them for it. Some of my online friends are ones I made through Argonavis. Even though I'm not as obsessed with it as I was last year, it still holds a warm place in my heart, and I'm really thankful to it. I'm looking forward to the new game and concerts, hoping for ISA and or Honeyworks to make a song for them in the future. That is a very good wish for the future. Oh my goodness. That would, oh my gosh, Honeyworks with Argonavis, I would die. I would just straight up die. Like, oh my gosh, I would, oh my gosh. Oh man. Yes, once again, thank you so much, Kari, for your submission. Oops. Oh, I closed the wrong thing. There we go. So, let's get started on the doodle as well. I'm going to pretend I know how to start drawing a cow. So let's see. This little dude is very pudgy. I think, actually, I'm just gonna draw a whole mound awesome. This looks epic so far. And then let's get some pudgy little legs going here. I almost feel like this is gonna turn into like a Kirby cow or something. He's got like the little pudgy arms, and he's so round. This really does not look like a cow, but I'm gonna keep going with it. It almost looks like the beginnings of a bus or something. Oh gosh, let's move on to the next love mail. Pretend this doesn't exist for now. Yay! Alright, so this one is from X. Thank you, X, so much for your submission. Sorry, I'm gonna stop laughing. Okay. Let's see. I got to know this project from a friend who showed me Fan Iris, so I started playing AA side. I wasn't serious about it at first, but as I participated in more events and listened to all the music every day, I fell in love with the project and its characters. And now I'm a full-time foodie and Fan Iris roadie. Heck yeah, let's go! Taste the taste. Every day I was excited to come home from work to see my silly little boys playing their silly little instruments, and they're what really kept me going. Wow, I've never related to a sentence more than that. That is so true. I actually, I remember like when I was back in like my old job, like my breaks and then like getting off from work was like the best times, because then I could like open up WAs and be like, oh my gosh, my boys are here, yay! And I could just forget about like the hella stressful day I just had, or the hella stressful day I was about to endure, as if it wasn't already stressful from the 3 hours I'd already been there. Yay! So where was I? Although I'm really sad to see the game go, I'm looking forward to what the future holds. Thank you again, X, for your submission. I agree. I think there's a lot of potential that's in what's coming up for Argonavis and the game, and what the game could be. I'm very, very intrigued to see what they decide to do for when the new game gets further details announced about it. Like, if it's not a rhythm game, what are they planning? Because I feel like they got something up their sleeve. What that is? Heck if I know. But we all know the Argonavis project likes to be a little cheeky sometimes. They're a little too clever. A little too clever sometimes. Let's go to the next love mail. I think I'll go through a couple at a time, and then I'll switch back to the drawing, because then otherwise it's just gonna be way too back and forth. So let's keep up the momentum with some more love mail. Let me try that again. More love mail. There we go. I wasn't clicked on the window. Alright, this is from Mel. Thank you so much for your submission, Mel. Yay. Let's see. I remember discovering Argonavis for the first time, and it was like love at first sight. It was early 2020, and it was all because of Shohei. Because of Hey Hey! Let's go. That I discovered them. Actually, that was kind of the same for me, sort of, kind of-ish. Like, I'll talk about it later, but I wasn't into Banri or anything, so the fact that I found them was kind of shocking, to be honest, but all I have to say is that I'm so glad I did, because they have brought me so much happiness even in my darkest moments, and I am eternally grateful to them for that. Their music always makes me smile, and of course, so do the characters, and especially the seiyus themselves, and a special mention for Hey Hey, as I wouldn't be a fan without him. I'm still sad about the game being terminated, and I feel like I haven't fully processed it yet, but I know that whatever happens with Argonavis, it'll be amazing. And I know that they will make anything small become big and exciting for us fans. Peers, let's go, Peers! Peers, rise up, let's go! To see, sending all my love to Argo right now, and just gotta say, go stan Argonavis. Yes! Thank you again, Mel, for your submission. So yeah, like I had said earlier, Hey Hey was kind of the, part of the reason that, I really got into Argonavis. I mean, I found myself, pretty hooked, once I got, Goal Line and stuff. And, initially I had found them just because someone had, retweeted, the Goal Line PV on my, timeline. And then I was just kind of like, oh, hey, this is kind of neat, I guess. Yeah. So, but then when I got Goal Line and I actually got Hey Hey's photo card, I got really, really obsessed, and I was just like, wow, I gotta learn more about these guys. Who are they? Are they new seiyus? Have they been in other stuff? And I went like searching up like seiyus is one of my favorite pastimes. So I searched up, you know, Hashimoto Shohei after I'd gone through the rest of the guys, and then I came across this one blog, probably like a Tumblr blog or something, I'm not sure, but it had a bunch of like haiku rolls from the stage plays. And at the time, Nishinoya Yu was my second favorite character in haiku. So when I saw Hei's name next to Noya, I lost my mind. And he pretty much kind of solidified me being like invested in Argonavis. And well, I mean, the rest is history. So, I have Hei to thank as well for being not just an important part of Argonavis, but also being an important part of my life in ways I didn't realize he would be. So I guess that's another instance of fate, quote unquote, you could call it, because like, I mean, what are the odds? What are the freaking odds that like my interests would have intersected like that? It still baffles me to this day. Yeah. It also was so funny when I found out that Morishi was also a part of it, because like I had basically known about him since like, well, actually I didn't know about him until a little bit later, because like I've been like a Cardfight Vanguard fan for quite a while. About, did I say 8 years? About 8 years at this point, coming up on 9 years. But I'd originally watched the anime in English, and I didn't get to Japanese dub until a little while later, because like the dubbing episodes, like they hadn't gotten all the way up to where the Japanese had been, so I ended up having to switch over to like the Japanese to keep watching, and I found myself adjusting to the voices pretty well, actually. And then I found out about like who voiced one of the characters, Nita Shin, who Morishi voices, and then later on he did more stuff in the anime, and he was the main character for a little while at some point during the Shinemon arc, and then like I remember I was like talking about it just randomly out of the blue, just a little while after I'd discovered them, and then someone I had kind of talked with, and they're like, oh, did you know that like Morishi is also like playing the keyboard? He voiced Shin. I'm like, wait, what? And then I looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, our card store manager is in a band. Who would have thought? So I just love making those little connections. It's like, wow, who would have thought my interests would intersect like this? It's so weird. So, I love when that happens. I think it's so fun. All right, next. I'm clicking on one. Right, okay. Next love mail. All right, this one's from Christina. Thank you so much, Christina, for your submission. The fondest memories would have to be the live streams. They are meme material. Too true. As well as for the project as a whole, my wishes are that they get the love and attention they deserve, and for one day to do an overseas live and an anime convention. I wish for that too. That's something I've thought about pretty much since 2019. Like what is that? What's that that convention that Bushi pretty much runs? Like Kara Expo or something? Though it's like I don't really know if like they'd be able to like go to that. Like I mean like it's a subsidiary company under Bushiroad, but I'm not exactly sure how much that means they're like in connection with Bushi. So I don't know if they'd ever go there, but like I mean, I just want them to come to Canada at some point. I don't know when. I just know I just want them to be there. I just want them to come and play alive, and for me to just stand in the audience and cry. I think that'd be fun. And also for just, allowing them the chance for like other people to find out about them and watch their stuff, because like as we've kind of seen, or at least what I've heard since Argonavis did their or at least Masa and Hyusuke did their opening performance for Rosalia the other day. It seems that, like, if given the chance, they can definitely prove themselves that they are good and, you know, deserve a second glance. Because I heard that there was a lot of Bang Dreamers that were like, oh, wait, they're really good and stuff. It's just like, yes, we've been saying that for 3 years. But I guess better late than never at this point. But, like, I mean, I think that just shows, like, I mean, just how much, like, raw talent and skill and passion that, like, I mean, just Masa and Hyusuke alone have to be able to win over a huge audience of a Rosalia concert. Like, that's pretty wild. But at the same time, I really didn't have any doubts that they'd be able to do that. Like, they've always had it in them. They really literally, the only thing that's literally been holding this whole project back is just they haven't been given the opportunity to, you know, prove themselves. And, like, what they've been doing with what they've, you know, been given in the very limited ways that they have has been great, but they just need to be given more. So I think that's why I'm, like, super confident about, you know, like, this whole shift and, like, this whole, like, company change and stuff, because, like, we've seen already that, like, Argonavis is very good at, like, holding the reins for themselves and kind of directing themselves, because that's basically what they've done for most of this time, just underneath someone else's thumb. But now they don't have that thumb that's, you know, keeping them down this whole time, so they just gotta do what they gotta do. And I'm incredibly excited to see where they go. I mean, they got Gyro signed to freaking, like, Universal Music. Can we just, sorry, can I just talk about that for a second? I forgot to talk about that on Friday because I was a little shook. But Gyro with Universal? Excuse me? Like, it was 4 a.m. at the time and I couldn't really process it. And then when I did, I was like, huh? But now I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, they did that. They were like, yeah, you know, no big deal. It's all good. And we're like, what? Like, we knew they were gonna get, like, a mini album or an album of some kind. They kind of left out the detail that it would be produced by Universal Music. Huh? Like that, no one saw that coming. I still can't wrap my head around that. And, like, does that mean that, like, perhaps, like, in the new year, once they have, like, you know, all the bands formed as, like, live bands, they'll have everybody signed to Universal Music? And then if they're not being produced by Bushiroad Music, they'll be completely, like, pretty much, like, separate from Bushiroad as a whole, essentially. Is that what they're going for? Because if it is, they're kind of geniuses about that. I don't know if that's where they're aiming, but, like, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. And also, that'd just be really cool because, like, on, like, the Universal Music website, I don't know if you guys have, like, looked for yourselves, but, like, I went to go look just so I could see Gyraxia under, like, the artist list name, but they have them listed in alphabetical order, so Argonavis would be one of the, like, the first several names to pop up if you went to go look under all the artists, because, you know, hey, they're right there. So that would be so cool. I would absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Sorry, I'm just gonna catch up on the chat because I can't see it in the corner anymore. I don't know what's happening. Ah! Actually, I'm gonna pull out my phone. Might be a bit easier. I'm not ignoring you guys, I swear. I just get too into what I'm talking about. Ah! Oh, thank you so much. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about this, but yeah, I just hit 400 subscribers. I forgot about that. Oh man, I'm so bad at celebrating milestones. I feel so awkward about it, but thank you so much. Ah. Oh yeah, he did play Leo in On Stars, that's right. And he also plays someone in Bungo Stray Dogs. I can't remember his name, but like, yeah. He's there. Didn't the movie just come out, or like trailers for the movie came out or something, and he was acting in it and he looked really good, and I was like, wow, that looks really cool. Okay. Yes, I want an overseas live. And like, I mean, with Gyro being signed to that to Universal, like, I mean, that kind of like increases the chances. Like, I mean, not just for, I guess it depends on like on a bunch of other factors, but like the fact that they're like signed to a international record label, like they could like tour not just for like, you know, conventions or stuff, or like they could do maybe like actual venues, and that would be really cool. That would be so cool. I would love to, you know, yeah, just go into the Gyro concert, you know. It's like, I don't go to concerts. Argonavis Second Live was the very first concert I ever went to. So like, that's not something I do. So I would love to make that, you know, something I could do on the regular. Well, maybe not that regular. Tickets are expensive. So, but you know, maybe like a yearly thing or something. That'd be cool. All right, next love mail. All right, this is from Sanyan. Thank you so much, Sanyan, for your submission. This project means the world to someone who wishes one day to perform on stage in Japan despite being near 25. I still want to give it a shot. Because of them, I can't really give up music and performing. Maybe one day, if I make it, I would love to work with them or take lessons from Kosuke. I also hope one day they'll be able to go international. Aw, thank you so much for your submission. That's a really sweet dream. I hope you go for it. I kind of know how you feel, because like, as someone who studied like performing arts, theater stuff, I also kind of have that kind of desire to want to, you know, like kind of outreach my my arts towards other places and stuff, and like the idea of being able to perform on stage, like, well, anywhere in the world, but like Japan too, that would be really cool. So yeah. Yo, Gyro vinyls? Oh, that would be sick. I would legit buy a record player just for Gyro. Especially for Argo, and a heartbeat for Argo. You have no idea. Oh, oh, can I mention something really funny? This has nothing to do with anything, but this just reminded the vinyls reminded me of this. So, this was a while back. This was around like kind of the time, like I was a small little star child. And at this time, I would end up going to the States a lot, like the United States, for baseball tournaments that my brothers would be participating in. So as a result, we ended up going out to eat a lot because, you know, we're in a different country. We gotta get food somewhere. So we went to this one restaurant. I think it was like, what was it, like a TGI Fridays or something? And I remember I was just sitting in the booth and I was just looking at all the decorations. They got a bunch of like different like kind of little things just kind of up around the walls, a lot of music related stuff. And at the time I was playing the original Friends of Mineral Town on my Game Boy Advanced. So there was like this one little part in the game where I think if you'd had like the GameCube download something or other, like if you connected your game cartridge to the GameCube, you could get like records or something. I'm not 100% sure how you got them, but I know that was a thing you could do. So I knew the existence of records and record players and stuff. So I was looking around at all the walls and all the decor and stuff, and then in one corner I'd see like a vinyl record player and a vinyl and stuff on the wall, and I was like, oh wow, a record. And both my parents look at me and they're like, how do you know what a record is? Do you know what that is? I'm like, yeah, it's from my video games. Just the fact that they were so shocked that I knew what that was is one of the funniest memories I have to this day. I don't know why that specifically, but it has stuck with me for a very long time. So yeah, that really, I didn't contribute anything to any of this, but I just thought it'd be funny to mention. So. Oh yeah. All right, next love mail. Let's go. Excuse me. Ooh, it's a little long one. All right, this is from Hebe. Thank you so much for your submission, Hebe. Let's see. First memory is, did I just say memory? Let me try that again. First memory is stumbling upon their music while on the Garupa wiki, listening to Go Line and immediately falling in love. Stuck with them ever since. Fondest was, I don't know, there's a lot of fun memories. The anime countdown, Sound Only Lives, all the recent news for the project. This franchise is such a blessing. It got fantastic music and characters, and I've never really been invested into a story as much as this. I like seeing how complex everyone is, their motivations, their personality. Everyone's got someone to relate to, even just a little. The most important thing for me is definitely the music. I love every song, and all the covers are very well done. I love everything about this project, and it's definitely helped me learn and grow, and somehow I can't explain. It's not like I'm super popular with many friends here. I just enjoy it alone, and I'm still very happy. It makes me happy. Or can it help me get through a hard time? Thank you, Argo Project. Thank you again, Hebe, for your submission. But yeah, that's another common thing that I find that a lot of people say. It's like, oh, I was interested in Girls Band Party, and then Argonavis kind of just popped up and was like, hey, I'm a thing too. And then they checked it out with curious interest, and they're like, oh, this is cool too. I like these guys too. I like them. They're cool. So. Yeah, like for me, like I also knew about, I was also interested in Girls Band Party at the time when Argonavis was like introduced, when it was like revealed as like a new project and stuff, but I didn't like actually look into it. I don't really know why I didn't look into it, perhaps, but like I just know I heard a lot of people were not exactly happy with it for very, what I would consider kind of silly reasons to be unhappy with it, because they wouldn't really be concerns in the long run. Like, a lot of people I saw were like, why are they adding guys to Girls Band Party? And I was like, you do realize they're not, like, they're gonna have their own game and, you know, storyline and stuff. Like, they're not gonna add guys to Girls Band Party. You're right, they're not. It is Girls Band Party. It's like, I just want you to look at that. I just want you to look at that again and say it slowly, and then say it even slower, because it's just like, this is not a concern. Like, I don't understand. Oh my gosh. And like, I guess maybe at that point I was just like, okay, yeah, I don't want to hear more about this. I'm kind of done with everybody kind of complaining. I just want to like, I just don't want to hear about it anymore. And then I kind of forgot about it. So. But that was just delaying the inevitable. They got to me at some point, so. Okay, next next love mail. Let's go. Oh, this is a really long one, so who is this by? This is by Foxtail. Thank you so much, Foxtail, for your submission. Yeah, there's actually quite a few long ones. I think there's at least one or two more. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, there's quite a few people had a lot to say, and I was very happy to see that. It's like, yay! So. Oh yes, this one. So this one, like, it doesn't really go into detail about it, but like it does have like some mentions of like, you know, wanting to end their life. I just thought I'd preface that just like so nobody gets kind of like caught off guard. So yes, please listen with caution. It's nothing explicit, but I just want everyone to, you know, be comfy and stuff. So let's go. When I first discovered Argonavis, it was back when I had depression and attempted to end my life. Luckily, I don't have depression anymore and not planning to end my life anymore, and I'm really glad to hear that. I heard the announcement that Bang Dream is getting a boys band project. I got a bit interested since a certain blueberry-haired boy caught my interest, and the other boys as well. Listening to Argonavis songs helped me through those hard times, and I would listen to Goal Line and Steady Goes, my version and Argonavis version, over and over again, to the point I could just sing the full song lyrics. I feel like I had a reason to keep breathing in the world because of listening to their songs. When listening to them, my body felt light, and I was just imagining all those stars in the night sky and seeing the Argonavis constellation, even though you can't really see the whole constellation since it's really big. Man, wouldn't that be so cool if we could see the entire Argonavis constellation? I know it spans like pretty much like 2/3 of the sky or something like that, something ridiculous like that, but that would be so cool. That would be so cool! I would just love that. Where was I? Oh, there we go. From listening to Argonavis' songs, learning about the seiyus that voice the characters, and everything just went forward from there. Second part. I love all the bands, but Argonavis will always be my favorite as it holds a special place in my heart. I know this sounds cheesy, but bear with me. That's okay. I'm the queen of cheese! Let's keep going. I slowly started loving the Argonavis seiyus and how it was so enjoyable to watch them interact with each other, the Navi, and how much they care and love for this project. I would wake up at 5 in the morning, same, despite being really tired in the morning, to watch all the Argonavis streams, all the Argonite streams. There's a difference to that. And even earlier, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. for other Argonavis project streams. Same. EST squad stand up. When the complete band of Argonavis was announced with Masa-kun, Hyusuke-kun, Morishima-kun, and Heihei-kun, it felt like a miracle, because not only was it saved, I can't read, because it felt like a miracle because not only it saved me, another Navi, but also saved the Argonavis seiyu in a way. I wish for Argonavis to keep producing songs for us to listen, and just keep moving forward wherever the ship takes us, them in the starry sky. I will keep supporting Argonavis and the whole Argonavis project even after it ends, but I really don't want it to ever end. Argonavis is eternal! So, happy anniversary on Argonavis' full formation! Yay, Sparkles! Wait, hold on, I'm gonna... There we go, yay! Sparkles! So cute. Thank you again, Foxtail, for your submission. But yeah, like that part where it's like, not only had Argonavis saved other Navis and like navigation stuff, but like the Argonavis project also kind of saved the Argonavis seiyus in a way. There was a radio segment, which was the same broadcast that my letter was read on, but this was in the main segment. My letter was read in like the backstage segment. So in the main segment, they gotten like a bunch of questions about stuff about Second Live and all these other things, and there's a translation somewhere. I don't have the link on me right now, but there is a translation out there somewhere. And there was one question about like what Argonavis means to the Argonavis seiyus. So there was Hyusuke and Mae, who were the hosts, and then Masa was one of the guests along with Ogajin. So Masa had answered that like before he had become like a part of the Argonavis project, he was a musician. He was like an aspiring musician and stuff. He had gone to like music college and stuff, and he was trying to become like a singer, songwriter, an artist and stuff. And he said that at one point he thought he was going to quit. He was going to quit music. But then he got scouted to audition for Argonavis. Or maybe he just got scouted for Argonavis. I'm not 100% sure on that detail. But regardless, he was scouted, and he became the front man that we all know and love to this day. So, yeah. And actually, I'll come back to that, because, I'll just keep talking about what the other members said. I know, Hyusuke had said something about, like, just being able to, like, try new different challenges and stuff that he'd never faced before, and stuff like that, so. But then, Mae, his was kind of on, like, a similar, sort of, train of thought of, like, what Masa had gone through, because, he'd been trying to audition for, voice acting agencies and stuff, and, like, anyone who's ever had any sort of, like, dipped in their toes into, like, the voice acting world at all knows it's rough. Like, even, like, online is rough, but, like, professional, like, IRL stuff is, like, even rougher. And he was, like, not having a lot of luck, and he was like, okay, he was gonna try one last time for an audition, and if he didn't get it, then he was going to quit as well. But then the last place that he auditioned for was Hibiki, which is Bushiroad's voice acting agency, and he got in. And then he found Argonavis's base auditions through that. So if it literally hadn't been for Argonavis, he wouldn't still be voice acting, and Masa wouldn't be singing. And I remember when I read that the first time, I was on a train. I was on a train somewhere in Tokyo, going somewhere, and I can't remember what was happening. But I remember just looking at my phone and trying not to cry again on a crowded train. Because I was thinking, I was like, if somehow, like, if even one of the members had been different in Argonavis, I wouldn't even be able to imagine it. I could not imagine anyone in Argonavis being different than who they are. Like, it has to be Masa, Hyusuke, Mae, Morishi, and Heihei. That is Argonavis. And, like, the thought of them not being there for whatever reason just made me like, broke my heart. And I realized, like, I felt so lucky that I had been able to encounter them in this way, that I met them through Argonavis as well, and that they didn't give up on their dreams because of Argonavis. And we're able to, you know, encourage others to not give up on theirs, and bring, you know, just general joy and happiness to everybody. And I thought that was, you know... The cheese has arrived! So, yeah. I'm just really glad that Argonavis is the way that they are. Because I really adore and appreciate all that they are and all that they have become, so... Oh, no, that's okay. We totally got what you meant, though. Like, I feel like my was there in spirit. Actually, I could add that in right now. There we go. He's here. Everybody's here. Yeah, it's a pretty high rate to fail. It's like it's something that like everybody really wants to do, but only like a select amount of people can actually do in the future because like, you know, entertainment is cutthroat. My gosh. It's like you need to have like, you know, like obviously you need to have like skills and talent and stuff, but then there's also like that whole like it's not like what you know but who you know sort of thing, and like being like at the right place at the right time, and just having like there's like the weird like I've done like voice auditions just like for like independent stuff, and what I've learned is that like you could have like the most perfect audition with like the best like diction and the best expression and the best whatever, and you could get still beaten out by someone because you don't have the right quality that the auditioner is looking for. Like you could have literally everything perfect, but someone else's audition could be, you know, just as perfect, maybe even like a little bit less perfect, but they have that sound that they're looking for. They hear that voice and they're like, that's it. That's the person. That's the voice that I hear in my head. That is my character. And there's literally nothing you can do about that. It's very like it's a gamble basically. Like obviously the best thing you can do is prepare yourself and make sure you have like all the tools in your disposal to be able to like give the best audition that you can. But sometimes it's really just out of your hands and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's what makes it so scary. Because you could have literally everything prepared and still fail. But I think in a way that's also what makes it kind of, you know, alluring in a way, is that like anyone could have a shot at it. Or something like that. I don't really know. I could be talking out of my ass for all I know. But these are just kind of the experiences that I've had over the years. So take that what you will. I don't know. All right. Let's check up on my cow. I haven't really made much progress other than kind of smoothing out the lines, but it's looking very stubby, and I like that. So, let's kind of work on the face. So I'm just gonna add another layer, just to kind of, just in case I mess up, I can just start over the layer. So, yay! Okay, oops. Let's see. What does your cow face look like? For those who have just joined, I'm looking at a little cow plushie that I have because I'm gonna draw Banri as a cow. Yay! Because that's what I've decided. And I'm not going back now. I'm not changing my mind yet. Alright. What do you look like? You're like half a blob with a really big blob on top. I'm really bad at describing this. let me see what I can do. This is very interesting. looks so weird. I might actually make this a little bit smaller. Wait. There we go. I don't want it to be too big. This is looking worse and worse by the minute. Cannot guarantee any final results after this. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. This looks so stupid. Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you into the ay, ay, ay. All right, that kind of looks better, but not really. I think I need to flatten out the back here. So that's looking a little too round. Sure, sure. I'm gonna say we're making progress. Let's move on to some more love mail, shall we? Let's pretend this abomination's not happening. I am taking creative liberties. That's what I do here. I take so many liberties, it's not even funny. Alright, this next love mail comes in from Millie. Thank you so much, Millie, for your submission. I discovered Argonavis through YouTube last year when there were only 2 episodes of the anime, and I remember I was caught by the few characters and the animation. But I will never expect that this anime, no, the whole Argo project would have such a great impact on my life. During that period, I was quite stressed because of the that thing. In particular, because of the school and meeting the Argo project was something not expected. I'll always remember this moment and how fast I've become affectionate to the project, the seiyus, everything. It's the first time that I consider a project of sorts of comfort because Argo project represents this for me, a comfort. I'm happy to have met the seiyus that make me smile when I feel down and very often make me laugh when they do the dummies, lol, and make me emotional in various ways when I listen to the songs. I'm getting emotional right now. You know what, I feel that, that's okay. We can be emotional here. I hope that now with this new start, with the new sub company, we can say this project had what it really deserved because it's so sad that it's kind of underrated? I don't know how to explain it, but I hope someone understands what I'm trying to say. P.S. I hope my English is not awful. It's okay, we understand what you meant. As long as you communicate your ideas, then you have succeeded in language. Well, at least the basic language, but we got what you meant. It was thank you, Billy, for your submission again. Yeah, like, yeah, I guess in a way, like, Argo is kind of, I guess it could be considered underrated. Like, it's definitely not as well known as, like, I would, like, hope for it to be. Especially, like, after 3 years, like, I feel like people, like, either have no idea it exists, or it's just, like, they hear about it in passing, but they're not, like, there's not enough incentive to look into it. And I'm like, no! Look into it! We're great. It's great. We got great boys. We got great everything. We got a lot of great stuff going on. Come on. Like, I've said this multiple times, but like the promotion or lack thereof that Argo got in these last 3 years was an abomination, and made me really mad. Because they deserved more. They really deserved more than what they got. I mean, I think the gyro, like, Yukina screen board, whatever you want to call that, advertisement, that's probably, like, the best kind of, like overall the best kind of, like, promotion that the project has gotten overall. Which is saying something, because, like, I mean, the Yukina board is, like, a huge deal, but the fact that it only happened, like, for one band, and then, like, literally nothing else, because I guess Gyro was hyped up to an extent, and I'm happy that that happened, but it's like, why not do that for the others? Or at least, like, do more than what you did for Storyline. There was, like, nothing for Storyline. Like, that was Argonavis' first album, and there was, like, so little promotion for it. Like, come on! I was like, really? So, and then just, like, in general, I don't know. It was a little frustrating. Just a wee bit frustrating. Okay, let's go on to the next love mail. This one's from Akun! Thank you so much, Akun, for your submission. Let's see. There's so many things I can call my fondest memory, honestly. Like, even my first, which was when the project first got announced. And I was so excited. I thought Argo was gonna be in Garupa. And was excited telling everyone that Garupa was gonna have a male band. One of my first memories in the fandom was seeing Hot Limit for the first time and falling in love with Futa's smile so hard. And getting to be super loud about Fudai and their lore and stuff with the fandom back when Fudai stands were the loudest. Yeah, I remember that. Fudai stands were very loud. Oh my god. 2020 was like, those first few months, Fudai was like, ah! Where was I talk and then I lose my place. Oh god. Currently, some of my favorite memories was meeting my current friends I have now, all because of our mutual love for the project. Even if all of us stand different bands and have very different faves, we all can still talk for hours about it. This includes you, Stories! It includes me! Thank you. I hope this project can continue to live on for decades to come because it is really a series that changed my life and I never want it to end. Me either! Thank you so much again, Akun, for your submission. Yeah, Akun's one of my dear friends, so I'm happy he submitted something. So it's kind of wild that, like, I think like some of the best friends that I've ever had and some of the best people I've ever met are from this fandom, and people that I've met through just from, like, you know, talking about Argonavis. Like, I remember, like, in my early days of, like, being into this project, I was so starved for content that I went into, like, the Twitter tag, or rather, like, the search topic thing, or I just, like, search Argonavis into, like, the Twitter search bar. And I looked through it every single day because there was that little content at the time. This was, like, back in, like, March of 2019. There was so little content at the time that I was just waiting for someone to be like, I came across this thing called Argonavis. Like, this seems pretty cool. And I just be like, hey, I see you like Argonavis. And all I literally wanted to do was just find people that were, like, somewhat interested so I could talk to him about it. I'd be like, yeah, you should get into this thing. They've got this. Here's the character translation sheets that we have right now. Here's a YouTube channel. Here's their Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just, like, just shilling Argonavis basically to people. And I was like, I need more people to talk about this with. And, like, it kind of worked, actually, to an extent. Like, it worked. Like, a lot more people were, like, were kind of getting interested in Argonavis. And, like, obviously, like, I think a lot of people were, like, you know, finding stuff on their own as well. I do not take sole credit of spreading Argonavis in the international fandom. I wouldn't dream of doing that. But I did get a significant amount of people, at least in my eyes. I got quite a few people interested into the project just by being, like, really annoying about it. And then I made so many amazing friends through it too, so this is what happens when I get really, really invested in something. I never want to shut up about it. So like, I used to be like this with Cardfight Vanguard, with Love Live, with what else? With Haikyuu, with My Hero Academia. Sometimes I just get into something. Utapri. Like, when I have, like, my interests, I just get so, like, invested in it that it's literally all I want to talk about, and I want to talk about it with other people. And it gets so annoying. Oh my gosh. That's my life. Oh, man. All right, let's go on to the next love mail. I don't even how long. Okay, I've got 29 slides. We're at slide 10, going on to slide 11. Oh yeah, I love this one. Thank you, Eva, for your submission. Short, sweet, and to the point. My fondest memory is seeing Jun. My hope for the future is seeing Jun more. And you know what? I agree with that. I agree. I want to see more of Jun. Like, not just, you know, like Jun being himself, but also Jun not being the butt of every joke. I'd love to see some, like, really good development on his character and, like, his backstory and stuff. That'd be really interesting. He's one of those characters that, like, I see a lot of love for, but, like, I also see, like, a lot of people are very protective of him. And for good reason. Because at least from what I've seen in AA side, he's pretty much the butt of the joke for a lot of things. He got hit by a car for comedic effect. Like, on one hand, that's hilarious. On the other hand, what? Oh my gosh. And like, I've heard a lot of things happen to him in like the stories. He got kidnapped or something? At least once. Like, poor dude. Oh my gosh, he needs a break. He needs a break. So. Yes, I would love to see more of Jun and why he is the way that he is. Because I think he is quite funky. And I want to learn more about him. I'm glad y'all can understand my sort of one set mind track or wait, what am I trying to say? One track mindset. that first one was not even a sentence. I don't know what I just said. Oh gosh. Argonavis has melted my brain. Yeah, Jun deserves like he deserves a nice story where nothing bad happens to him. And then he isn't belittled for not having a job. Like at least once. Like, come on. That's low-hanging fruit. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Alright, moving on. Next love mail. Alright, this comes from... Oh, wait. You gave me a... You gave me a way to pronounce this. It was... I think it was AL? AL? I don't think... It wasn't IL. I think it was AL or something like that. If I said your name wrong, I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for your submission. I appreciate it. Okay. It all started when the Goal Line MV dropped into my YouTube recommendations. Ah, yes. Goal Line. I love to see it. Something in it resonated within me and captured my attention, so I decided to check out the channel and discover the Seiyu intro videos, the Argonavis voice dramas, the beta 4 comas, the live streams. I knew I was hooked. It was like going down a rabbit hole. It was a descent into madness. Too true! But for all the chaos, it was my salvation. Argonavis was my gateway into the Argonavis project, and it came at a perfect time as I was going through a dark phase of my life. Their music saved me. The stories gave me something to look forward to. The cast gave me so many reasons to smile. I'll forever be grateful that I discovered this project purely by chance, and it has led me into this wonderful world. Or perhaps this is fate after all. Unrelated! I swear that's gonna become my catchphrase if I'm not careful. Oh, man. Yes, thank you once again, Al, for your submission. But yeah, this seems to be kind of like a common thing, at least from what I've seen, like, not just like in these love mail messages, but also just what I've seen in general, that like Argonavis has really brought a lot of people out of like really tough times and dark places and stuff, and it's been a sort of, you know, like light of hope, light of bit of joy, ray of sunshine, just for everybody to kind of adopt into their everyday lives, and I think that's really awesome. And that's kind of similar to what I had gone through, or what I was going through. Not to like that extent, but I'll get into it at the end. I'm gonna say some of my own few words about how I feel about Argonavis and stuff at the end. But I kind of had like some stuff going on that kind of that Argonavis was able to kind of help me kind of get through. So I really appreciate what they were able to do to be there for me, very indirectly, but they were there for me through their music and their sunshiny personalities. So, all right, next one. This one's from Eden! Eden, thank you so much for your submission! Yay! Eden's another one of my dear friends. This is a tough one. I have so many fond memories surrounding Argo Pro. It's hard to settle on just one, so I guess I'll talk about my love for the project. This project means the world to me. I have 2 whole tattoos for this project, which I got done around the half anniversary. And when I got them done, I spent most of the session just talking to my artist about how much this project means to me. Argo Pro makes me so, so, so happy. I've met some incredible people through it, and ooh, I have so much to thank Argo Pro for its hard work. I have so much to thank Argo Pro for. It's hard to put everything into words. I'm just so excited for the future. Thank you again, Eden, for your submission. And yes, those tattoos are so freaking cool. I remember when you showed those. You took pictures of them, I saw them. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. But yeah, I totally feel like tattoos are not really my thing, but like if I were to get a tattoo of something, it would be something Argonavis related. Like they've had that much of like an impact on my life and my brain. They live in there rent free, that I'd be like, here, just they're in my brain, they might as well be on my skin. Just have at it. Go wild, go nuts. Oh man. Oh my gosh, can't believe the half anniversary, at least for AA side, it was pretty much like half a year ago. My gosh. Oh, I feel like this year in general has just been like so all over the place. At least in terms of like Argonavis project stuff. Like it feels like a lot has happened and yet nothing has happened, if that makes any sense at all. Like I'm not even sure if I'm describing this correctly, but like I don't even know. It feels like I've had like too much and nothing at all at the same time. Especially when it comes to like AA side stuff and like the whole, I don't even know, like there is a lot of interesting feelings towards the release of the game, especially around this time. Actually, I remember we got like I think it was on Christmas Christmas Eve or something, we got a 4Gamers, or at least it was Christmas Eve for where my time was. Maybe it was Christmas Day in Japan, probably was. We got a 4Gamers article, and it was about like the upgrading system for cards and stuff, to get like trained art and stuff. And then they had dropped the news that it was gonna be through dupes. And a lot of people were not really pleased with that. Like, I mean, obviously it works. The system works. It was a like a staple in a lot of mobile games back in like 2017 prior. But I think that's also why a lot of people were kind of like about it, because it's like it's an old mechanic. So it felt a little dated to be in like a game set to release in 2021. Like, to me, it felt very School Idol Festival, and that game came out in 2013. So like that's pretty much ancient in the mobile game world. So, and then that meant like we'd also have to like, this was also at the time we didn't know about like the Spark system. Like, they hadn't mentioned anything about the Spark system yet, I don't think. But it just felt like, I don't know, like you'd have to get 2 copies of the same card, which would be at a considerably lower rate than all the other cards. So having to pull for 2 high rarity cards just to get the trained art felt kind of like it wasn't really the most welcoming Christmas present we were expecting. Oh my gosh. And then like when they revealed that Navi stones were supposed to expire, like, if this was way back, like when the game had first released, so like if you had joined later and when they like already taken that out, that the Navi stones were only supposed to last for 3 months, and then they would expire or something like that. But it took them 2 days to be like, yeah, we're not gonna implement the expiration date on Navi stones. We're sorry, we're not gonna do that. But an error had popped up, like maybe the first day after the game had released, and it was like, oh, your Navi stones are going to expire, and I'm like, it's been a day, what are you talking about? So that was the only time any of us would have seen the expiration notice for Navi stones, was that one glitch. And man, I'm so glad they took away the expiration, because like, that's stressful. Like, to like spend all your time getting like free currency, grinding up and reading stories and like being very diligent and logging and stuff, only to be like, okay, I have to spend these within like the next 3 months, otherwise it's going to be a waste. Like on one hand, if it gets you to pull, I guess, like to keep up with like, you know, events and stuff, but like on the other hand, no, I wasn't a huge fan of that. So I'm glad they took that out, and we're just like, yeah, you can save up as much as you want. As much as you desire, as much as you are capable of doing. Hoard all of those free items, all that free currency. Actually, speaking of items, they really should have like upped the inventory for item storage, because like you get to 9,999 very quickly, and you don't have enough cards to level up to be able to get rid of all those all of those small level up items. And it's just like, and that was before they implemented the if you get more of what you've already maxed out, then you get like AA points, which is it's whatever, I guess. But like before, they would just go poof into like the void, never to be seen again. You wasted that. You got all those items and they're wasted. So there's a lot of rough patches, I will say, with AA, especially in the beginning, and over the months, yeah. I feel like I had a point that I was trying to make, and I completely forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I feel like the journey of Double A side this whole year was very, very weird, and had a lot of nothing and everything. I think that's what I was trying to say. I don't know. I feel like I've been rambling for like 10 minutes at this point. Are y'all bored of me yet? Probably. Moving on. Alright, this is another long one from Jet. Thank you so much, Jet, for your submission. Okay, before I read on, what is the chat saying? Yes, Eden, your tattoos are so cool! They're so cool! I love them. If you ever get more, please share, because I want to see them. Yeah, if there was some way to like exchange stuff, or like if there was more use for like the AA points, because we all have at least 1 million just sitting in our inventory, just doing nothing. So like, if there was a way to like exchange for more like items that we could use, or like items that we didn't already have full inventories of, like that would be really nice. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. But you know, there's really no use in going about it now, because well, you know, I won't talk about that. But while I'm on the topic, I will be streaming on the final day before end of service, so I hope y'all can come out and watch, and we can. I'm hoping to go through every song, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know if that'll be possible, but yeah, I should probably calculate how long that would take, because like the songs are kind of varying in length, so I can't really do an average. But yeah, I don't know. Moving on to this love mail. Okay. Argonavis was one of my biggest comforts. I am so glad to discover this project and take an interest to. I don't really have a fave moment in here, because like everything in the project is a fave moment, but if I have one to say, maybe the time where they revolutionized sound-only lives. Yes! Because they realized that people cannot go out and see concerts and lives back then, so they try to adjust for us by making the sound-only lives, which were free to watch and they were convenient. They were the first one to have this idea that other projects and franchises try to copy. To this day, I miss having these sound-only lives. Me too. I hope they have more sound-only lives soon. I really enjoyed sound-only lives. Like, being able to kind of like get together, everybody like in one like kind of, I guess, place, quote unquote, which would be like the YouTube chat, to be able to watch the sound-only lives together. Like, that was such a cool feeling, and like, oh, it was just so much fun. I really hope they do more, especially when they have like, they release new songs and stuff. Like, I hope they like, you know, come with more like overarching storylines and stuff, and have more reasons for like, you know, character interactions and things. Like, I think the Sound Only Live like stories were some of my favorite things, just because like, I think, sorry, I'm going on another tangent, but the audio dramas, I think, have my favorite character interactions and characterizations for like all the characters combined. I don't know why exactly, but I feel like they have such good chemistry and they bounce off each other really well, and that implemented in with the Sound Only Lives, ooh, just made it so good. It was just full of life and character and just fun, despite, you know, not having like, you know, animation or anything like super flashy going on. I didn't need that, because the characters and the music and everything spoke for itself. And I think that's really what made Sound Only Live such a, like a commodity, something that people really wanted to see more of, because the music really got a chance to shine, because that was the main focus. And people were like, yeah, oh my gosh, this music is really, really good. And I personally believe that like the Argonavis project music is like probably one of the best, if not the best thing about the project as a whole. So being able to kind of showcase that in a way that makes it really fun for everybody to kind of get into. Like, absolute genius. Sound Only Lives are absolute pure genius. Kita o kanal, kita o kapi. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your brain that birthed this idea. You are so smart. All right, where was I? Okay, to this day, okay. I wish that the project will go bigger, since then they'll have their own company and get to see more development among the ways as it progresses, like other fellow franchises from the other side, because they deserve it. As someone who came into the fandom just from having stumbled across the anime when it began airing, it was nice to have a warm welcome into the fandom and becoming close friends with other members of our community. Things have gotten hectic at times, yeah, but for the most part, everyone's really supportive and friendly. It helped a lot when I started contributing my own pieces of fanfiction or fan art for others to view. The more I got to learn about the project as a whole, the more my initial love grew for it, and I've never been happier to have this become such a huge part of my life. I wouldn't be the same guy without it, I don't think. It's just special. Really amazing. Somehow these characters and even the talented voice actors helping bring them to life have left such an impact on me, a huge impact on me, and that will never cease to amaze me. We're branching out, taking flight into a world of our own now with them, and I can only hope we keep soaring to new heights together. Thank you again, Jet, for your submission. 36 million? Oh gosh! The double A points are out of control. I almost feel like they didn't have a plan for those. Like, aside from the original choreography for basically only the lead singer, what else were they used for? Because, like, you didn't need them to level up. You didn't need them to, like, upgrade their, like, initial level or anything. And you certainly don't use them to upgrade your skill. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I really feel like they didn't have a plan for double A points. Oh, jeez. We just get to collect them. And they just get to sit in our inventory. Yay. All right, next. Oh, this is from an anonymous submitter. Thank you so much for your submission. I have so many memories of Argonavis, but the most best memory is the first Sound Only Live. It feels like, I don't know, I'm in a concert? I was very excited and had fun since that day. I would make sure I would go to every Sound Only Live, as it was the only way for me to feel like I'm in a concert. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, it has that whole, like, you know, concert vibe without actually being at a concert and, well, you know, like, actually seeing a concert. But it really had that, like, that hook as a concert that, like, those other things didn't really matter. So, so like, Sound Only Lives, so good, so good. Thank you again for your submission, anonymous submitter. Thank you so much. All right, next one. Oh, another long one. This is from Mumoka, sorry. Moo! Thank you so much, Mumoka, for your submission. I remember when Argonavis was first announced, I was super excited. I think the first song I've ever heard from the project was Goal Line, and it left such a huge impression on me. Ren's voice is just so clear and pretty. I know this sounds goofy, but his voice is like a clear blue open sky. I got overwhelmed the first time I heard Goal Line. Even after listening to it a million times, I still get those kira kira doki doki feelings. I fell hopelessly in love with the music. It almost feels like I'm in an actual relationship with them, the way I get butterflies every time a song comes on. Aw, cute. I was nervous when I heard the game's ending, but I felt like somehow it'll be okay, because there's no way nobody cared about the project. Not with the people who've made music like that. I'm super excited for them and what they'll do now that they've rebranded. I hope we'll get more seasons of the anime in addition to the stories from the new game. Bonus fun fact, when the project was still getting started, every time I searched up Argonavis merch, I kept getting results for mugs and sweatshirts of the actual constellation. Now if I search Argonavis with no other words, it gives the actual music group and project. Thanks, Google! I'm gonna go sob in the bathroom. Yay! Thank you, Google! You're finally giving us the search results we want! Oh my gosh. I'm just realizing how off center this is. Ew. There we go. There we go. Yay! Yeah, actually, like that comment about like what did they say? They were nervous when you heard the game was ending, but I felt like somehow it'd be okay because there's no way no one cared about the project, not with people who made music like that. I kind of felt a similar way about the project because like when I had first heard of all the news, like I was a little late to the party because like every time like news is announced for the Argonavis project, AA stuff like that, it's like 2 a.m. for me. I'm fast asleep. I don't know what's going on. So I learned of everything basically around 8 a.m. when I woke up, and I was just kind of like sort of in disbelief. I was like, wait, what? Like, I mean, admittedly I did have kind of a feeling that was going to happen, but I didn't think they'd actually pull the plug like that, like right then and there, or at least like announce that they were going to. Like I thought like the game would have at least gone on for a year or so, and then I saw the news about like the subsidiary company and stuff, and I mean, had I just seen like the game end of service announcement, I probably would have felt a bit more despair about the whole thing. But having seen that they were, you know, kind of going under a new subsidiary company, and then later learning that, like, you know, like it is going to be like separate mostly, I think, from Bushi, and then they've taken out the whole Bang Dream name as a whole, I just felt strangely confident that things were going to be okay. That, like, this was all, you know, going to be a good thing. Like, it hurt in the moment, and I was a little scared for what was going to happen. But I was also, like, I guess I was just maybe a bit excited. I don't even know if that's really how I describe how I felt, but maybe brave is a good word. I was feeling brave about what was to come. I remember going into my backyard and raking up leaves before the snow started falling, because my mom had asked me to do that. So I was just raking up leaves, and I was listening to my Argonavis playlist, and I was just thinking, things are going to be okay. They're going to do this. They're going to do what they got to do. Everything that's going to happen is going to be for the better, because I have my faith in art and my confidence and stuff. I can't describe my feelings. But I just had a gut feeling that, like, Argonavis was going to be able to do this. Whatever was going to happen with the project as a whole, they were going to be able to kind of grab hold of it, take control of it, and be able to do what they want to do with it. And then especially after Kito Bokuro, they kind of explained like a few more things about like what the project was going to do and their the path that they were going to take and stuff. After that, I felt a lot more confident about the new path that Argonavis was going to take. So I'm very, very, very excited for what is going to come in the future. Especially after all the other announcements that we've gotten so far. Like, it really feels like they've dropped kind of the dead weight that was kind of keeping them down, and they're thriving. They're already thriving. It hasn't even been like a month yet, and they're thriving. So it's like, if they've already been able to do this much better since then in less than a month, what's it gonna be like when they actually start going under Argonavis? It's definitely something to look forward to. I feel like if anybody could do this, it's Argonavis. Alright, and let's look back at my cow. How is it doing? He's staring at you with them big old beady eyes. So, it's kind of looking more like a cow. Sort of. Yeah. I don't really know what cow ears look like. This plushie does not really articulate them super well. It's literally just like a piece of like felt that's like folded over a certain way. So, actually, if I do... Oh, that looks bad. Hold on. Sure. Let's go with that. Oh my gosh. It's sort of coming together. Kind of ish, maybe. Oh, I should give him a tail. Give him a little tail. This is not what a cow tail looks like. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Help. Help! Sure. Let's go with that. Oh my gosh, this looks so strange. Hold on. This looks so odd. So strange. Oh my gosh. The cat bus from Totoro but cow. The cow bus. That's, oh my gosh, I love that. That's totally. Oh my gosh. And hold on. And there's a window, and there's another window. Oh my god. This is a very chonky cow, but I love him, so it's okay. Right, I think I'm ready to start adding actual Banri details to this. He's so funny. Okay, how am I gonna draw a bowl cut on a cow? Like how I've been doing everything else, I'm just gonna wing it. So, let's see, let's move everything closer here. Alright, now what the fricky dizzle am I gonna do? I mean, at least your hair is not super complicated. But like, how does anyone draw hair on a cow? Like, I think I'll just start by drawing a little bowl. Hey, how this is already starting to make me laugh, and I've barely done anything. I doing this? Why did I decide to do it? Why did I decide to do this? Oh gosh. Yay. Yes, hair. This is so silly. I kind of love this. I kind of love this a lot. Banco. So cute. He's perfect. Don't you see the resemblance? Oh my gosh, yes! And then we could do like, we can have Penguin merch! He's a penguin boy, I don't care what anyone says, he's a penguin boy! And then you dog, and then Owl, and we don't really know what Wataru's animal is, but I like the idea of him being an otter, so he can be Otteru! Otteru! So there's Cowrie. Cowrie! I love this. I have. He's so stubby. This is everything to me. Oh my god. Pon-chan has a new friend now. Can you imagine just better be like, hey, I brought home a new pet. It's just a cow in their share house. And everyone's like, okay, first off, where did you get that? Second, how did you get that through the door? Third, are you out of your mind? And then everyone would be like, whoa, it's a cow. He's like trying to pet it. And then Pon-chan would be like, what's going on? Who is this? Why is this huge being in our living room? You try to make friends with it too, and the cow would be like, what? I could step on you. What are you doing? Okay, let's go back to the love mail. Let's see, I'm on slide 20 out of 29. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost through this. It's a little bit longer, guys. Okay. Boom. Okay. I didn't size this very well, did I? Let me see if I can change that a little bit. There we go. There, it looks a little better. Awesome. Okay. Epic. Okay, let's see. This is from Bepïn Destroyer. Thank you so much, Bepïn Destroyer, for your submission. Lovely name, by the way. Okay. The first Argonavis content I saw was Goal Line performance video. I thought it was okay. I didn't like it much at first, mostly because my friends told me the vocalist voice sounded like he was singing while pinching his nose sometimes. No! Your friends have bad taste! I couldn't get that image away from my mind, so I couldn't take Argonavis project seriously for a while, but it grew on me. I didn't hear much about the project until the game came out. I tried it, but I uninstalled it not long afterwards. I realized I liked the songs more than I liked the characters, gameplay, and stories. Hey, that's okay. Everybody's got their tastes, and you found what really resonated with you, and that's totally fine. Where was I? Anyways, been following the project closely ever since, for the songs and the live concerts. Bought tickets for the Phantom Concept Live, Jairo Hibanachiru, and Argo Kito Bokura wa. Each time enjoyed my time with these concerts. I hope everyone will give at least the songs a chance before judging the project, because honestly, the songs are banging. Oh, hell yeah. Final wish for Argo, Pro, and Navis. Keep looking forward. I believe the project will be better than ever and become more popular. Cheers! Thank you so much, Boba Story, for your submission once again. But yeah, like that's like, I mean, a lot of people like love all aspects of the project, and like that's awesome. But some people are just like, you know, I like this one thing better than the other. I don't really care for this other thing. That's totally fine. That's the reason why it's a multimedia project. There are many multiple medias to look upon and see what catches your eye. And if you like one specific thing about that, that's totally fine. Just you know, look into it more, and appreciate that one thing that you really care for, and like, you know, maybe sometimes you might get interested in the other things along the way, sometimes not. That's just how people, you know, get through or go through their interests and things like that. Sometimes it's only one specific part, sometimes it's all of it, sometimes it's bits and pieces here and there, sometimes it's a few certain things, and sometimes it's not. Everyone's got a different fandom experience with the things that they like, so yeah. As long as you enjoy it in your own way, I think that's okay. That's totally okay. But yes, I would also be cautious while listening to your friends more if they're saying that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, I obviously to each their own, but like, really, Anyways, moving on. Next love mail. Wait, I was on the window. There we go. Next love mail. This is from Emitos. Thank you, Emitos, for your submission. Another short, sweet, to the point one. I can't think. I love Argonavis too much. I want this on a shirt. I think this should be on a shirt. Or a mug. Like, you know, you wake up and you get like your morning coffee tea, whatever, and you're like super drowsy, whatever, and then you're just drinking out of this mug that just says, I can't think. I love Argonavis too much. I would buy it. This is my new favorite quote. Thank you, Amitos. Hella relatable. Don't got much more to say than that. Next one. Ooh, this is a long one. This is from Amaranth. Thank you so much for your submission. I first got introduced to the project through the live footage of Steady Goes in March 2019 and fell in love immediately. I feel like I have a relatively unique position as an Argonavis fan in that I'm a straight man, so I view things through a different lens compared to a vast majority of the fanbase. Unlike a female cast multimedia franchise, a male cast one does not have the innate appeal to both genders or a variety of sexualities, and this is where I think Argonavis goes beyond any other franchise I've ever seen. The quality and passion, musicianship, writing, and creative presentation are on such another level that it can even keep people like me interested. And I'm clearly not the only one. Past Argonavis concerts have consistently had split gender audiences, and I think that speaks volumes for people behind it. For the power behind it. I really can't read. Even when you boil away any unexplainable feelings, any personal bias, any inexplicable love, quality remains in such abundance that truly anyone can be a fan of the Argonavis project. This is not to say I lack a heart, more than to say that good art will break all boundaries. Will bake all boundaries too. And Argonavis has more exceptional art than it knows what to do with. Thank you once again, Amaranth, for your submission. That's a very interesting view that you have there. I don't know if I would necessarily agree that like the Argonavis has been like the only kind of like project to be able to do this, and like I guess in a certain way I kind of see where you're coming from, but like it's pretty obvious like from what I've seen, at least for me personally, what I've seen is that like a lot of different projects like innately have like a lot of like different types of fans, not just of like one gender or one sexuality or anything like that. It's got a whole bunch of people. But unless you're trying to say that like the like target audience is not meant to be one specific group, I'm not 100% sure, but I do agree with you that Argonavis, regardless of whatever sort of like labels could be put upon it, just from like judging it at first glance, it breaks all sorts of boundaries and connects with lots of different kinds of people. Like I remember from First Live, there's like a really cool clip that I saw, and I also own like the Blu-ray footage of it. So I remember there was one part where it was like they're calling out to the audience and getting like audience responses and stuff, and being like, cheer if you're on like the left side, or cheer if you're on the right side, or cheer whatever, or stuff like that. And then at one point there's like, if you're a guy, cheer and stuff. And a lot of people cheered, like at least half the audience. And then they're like, if you're a girl, cheer. And then like everyone, like the other half of the audience kind of cheered and stuff. And Argonavis was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And like they were very, very shocked that like there were so many guys in the audience. I guess they weren't really expecting it. I think not just in part that, you know, like they're like a guys band, but also because of like the kind of the backlash that it come with their introduction, that like a lot of like male fans from Bang Dream were not happy that there were males in Bang Dream now. So I guess they weren't really expecting, especially at the time, like this was back in May of 2019, things were still like very rough for them at the beginning. So I think they were very, very shocked to see that they had so much like male support just in of itself, because like that I think that was the group they thought was like against them the most. And just to see that there were people that were like, there were guys in the audience supporting them, they were like, oh, thank you. Like they were very, I think they were very like just very appreciative of that. At least that's how I see it. Obviously I have no idea how they actually felt about it, but that's from an outsider's perspective, that's how I saw that whole situation go down. So yeah. Yay. All right, next love mail. All right, this is from Maya. Thank you so much, Maya, for your submission. I was aware of the project about a week after it was first announced. Since I'm a sucker for boy idol / music projects, I was slowly getting into it. My fondest memory of Argonavis is when I heard Goal Line for the first time, because that's when I knew I was in for life. What I look forward to for the project in the future is to become more internationally involved, like having movie screenings of the anime, movies, concerts, and other events. They could also do events at conventions and at screenings too, as well as having a global launch for the upcoming game. More than anything, I look forward to the Argonavis project getting the love and attention that they deserve. Thank you so much, Maya, for your submission. And yeah, that's something that I really hope for as well, like to have more international stuff for Argonavis. Like, I mean, what we have as is right now, like, is kind of insane if you think about it, because like considering the fact that there is absolutely like no English branch or worldwide branch for Argonavis stuff, yet they have done as much as they can to have us involved with stuff, like with the live streams and the delayed viewings, and well, not even delayed viewings, so like the live streaming for concerts and stuff, and like acknowledging us in various different ways, knowing about the Internabi tag, which by the way turned 2 yesterday. Happy 2-year anniversary, Internabi! Can't believe it's been 2 years. My gosh. Oh, so much has changed in 2 years. That's wild. But yeah, like, it's just so weird that, like, a project that literally doesn't have to do anything for its international fans has been so accommodating as much as they can be for us. Like, that's just really, really nice. And it makes me really happy to be an international fan of theirs, that they know we exist. and hope that they can also reach out more internationally as well. I still remember that one part from the 4Gamers interview with the CEO of Argonavis. Sorry, I keep saying that. it's so fun to say. But he said that, like, he's noticed international viewers, he noticed international fans and stuff, and he's hoping to do more stuff for overseas fans, and get it more internationally known and stuff. And like, I'm like, yeah, oh heck yeah, let's go. It's just, it's so cool. It's like, I don't know, like, as far as like anything that I've really been into, like, either it's had like little to no worldwide recognition, or like worldwide recognition in very like specific ways, or it's had like worldwide recognition because it has an English worldwide branch, so like it was easier to kind of get into because it had that avenue already available. But Argonavis doesn't really fit into either of those things. Like, it's in a weird like middle ground, or it's not even in the Venn diagram. It's like it's off on doing its own thing. Argonavis has been doing its own thing since basically the beginning of time. So I think they're neat for that, and I hope they keep doing that. And I hope they can come overseas, and I can see them in Canada, and I can finally thank them in person for singing me happy birthday years ago. Like, that's one of the things I really want to do. Like, obviously I need to like learn more Japanese, but like just to be able to like thank them for doing that was like, I like, I don't know, I feel like this is something that like it probably has like a very extremely low chance of happening, but it's not 0%, so I'm gonna keep working towards it. So hopefully if that chance ever does come, I'll be able to face them with full, or at least more confidence than I would be right now, and be able to express my gratitude towards them. So, yay! Next one. Oh, this is a really long one. This one's a 3-parter. So this is from Akari Kare. Thank you so much, Akari Kare, for your submission. All right, I'm gonna plow through this one. Let's go. Okay. So yeah, after this one, there's only 3 more, I think. So we're almost there. I remember how the first time I found out about Argonavis project was on my anime list when I was checking spring animes of 2020. I originally was a fan of Banri, and I was playing to the game at the time, and I always thought that it'd be so cool if there was a boys version. I immediately fell in love with the characters and Argonavis songs. Progressively, I became interested by the project and watched a lot of videos about it. At the time, I did not have friends to discuss about it, so I was just harassing my best friend by spamming her with pics and videos of Argonavis. Update, she's now a navigator, mission accomplished. Me! Oh my gosh, me sending, like, Argonavis related stuff in, like, my friend group chat, to my uni friends, and they're just like, Stories, what have you gotten into? I'm like, there's this boy band, and I just listened to their single, and they're so good! Oh my gosh! And they're just like, Stories, calm down. Calm down. What are you talking about? Oh, my friends, they put up with my BS all the time. I was here at almost all of the Sound Only lives and live streams, even though I don't really understand Japanese and completely love the project. I even skipped class once to be able to watch one of the food I saw Sound Only lives, but shh, I don't regret it at all though. I remember being so shocked at Yamato rapping. It was an important class though, so don't worry. No, don't skip class for Argonavis. School's important. Your anime boy fave would want you to succeed in school. Don't disappoint him. But oh my gosh, I wasn't able to watch that Sound Only live. I was at work at the time, I remember, and I was so sad because I'm like, it's Fudai and Epsi. I want to hear Fudai Epsi songs. And then I got some links sent to me afterwards, being like, hey, do with these what you will. And then I found out about the rice rap from No Rice No Life. They really went off with that song. They really did not have to make that song as good as it was, but oh my gosh. I am now eagerly awaiting for the full release so I can listen to it again. That song is so funny. Why did they make a song about rice? Like, only Fudai could have made a song about rice and made it work the way they did. Like, oh my gosh! It's so funny. I love No Rice No Life. No rice, no life. Da 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 da. I love you forever. I love you forever, 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 Rice. Anyways, moving back. I was listening to the music every day, was so happy when watching the lives with the seiyus. It was just amazing. My dream is to go to one of their concerts one day. The projects, the characters, music, seiyu story, I love everything. And this project just makes me so, so, so happy. It's my ray of sunshine. I was looking forward to the release of the game and I was just so excited. I became addicted to the game, currently ranked 142, and was so sad at the announcing regarding its closing. Not me fangirling at each new set of cards or reading the story. It was the first franchise I really stand since I wasn't really into any other game or idol music franchise except Garupa, and that's how I entered into idol hell, as many have done in the past. Fun fact, I met incredible people on Discord thanks to Argonavis. I even met some in real life and we became really good friends. I never would have met them without AA Side. It's just so good to be able to talk about things you love with other people. This project means a lot to me. I'm looking forward to the future of the project, the new game, and I hope it gets the recognition it deserves. Justice for Argonavis! Thank you again, Akari Kari, for your submission. Yeah, that was a long one. I remember opening up the answers to the form and stuff. I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on. And I just see this paragraph. I was like, whoa. Yeah. All right. I'll get through these last few ones and then I'll finish up Cowrie. So it sounds like I'm saying Cowrie, but it's Cowrie. All right. This one's from Natsumi. Thank you, Natsumi. The gay scene in episode 12. To that I say, which one? Because I mean, like, I think I know which one you're talking about, but like, also which one? Which one? Alright, next one. Oh, this one's from Kim! Thank you so much, Kim, for your submission. I think the Crossing Sound Only Live days were probably some of the most fun I've had in a long time, especially when that was part of the early days of me properly getting into Argo Pro. I do hope that Argo Pro will continue to bring new ideas and develop everyone's characters, world lore, etc. as the years go on. Also, Nendos and character plushies when, please! Thank you so much, Kim, for your submission. Yes! When are we getting those Nendos? When are we getting those Nendroids? Come on! I've been wanting Nendos since literally 2019. Please, it's my dream to go broke over Argonavis Nendroids. Oh my gosh. I really hope that like at least like in like maybe like the next year or coming years or so, like they'll gain more popularity to be like, yay, we're gonna do this franchise, we're gonna do this project as one of our new lines of Nendroids and stuff, and then I will be like, all of them to me, please. I'm not asking nicely despite saying please. They are mine. Give them to me. Oh my gosh. I hope they do like it's like I only have Bang Dream to reference this off of, but like I think they did correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they did all of Pop and Party first, and then they've started doing like all the other bands too, but don't quote me on that. I just remember seeing like all of like the Pop and Party Nendroids when I was in Tokyo, so I know they are all a thing. So I really hope they do all of Argonavis first, because I'm biased, and I mean, while I would love to have all of the vocalists, I also just want to have all my boys at once, so then I don't have to keep waiting. I can just spend all my money at once, bring them all home, and then not have to worry about it. And then I could have my Argo boys on my Argo Shrine shelf, and they can be, you know, playing their instruments, their silly little instruments, the silly little dudes that they are. That'd be so cute. And yes, the Crossing Sound Only Live days, I remember how hyped that was. Like, everyone was like absolutely losing their mind day one, because they were like, that was the very first Sound Only Live, and we're like, what? And it was so cool. And then day two, oh my gosh, day two, like day two was wild, especially when Go, when they did the Crossing version of Go, and then Banri was singing, and we're all like, oh, he's singing? Huh? We weren't expecting that, but it was so good. Banri should sing more. Everyone should sing more. Wataru should sing. Seriously, let Wataru have a song that he sings with, for, you know, like, dang. Hashtag, let Wataru sing 2022. Like, my gosh. You know though, like, the day Wataru gets like a song with Ren, is the day I will never shut up about it. I'm just warning you right now. I will forever talk about it. And you all have to listen to me. Because you have no choice. Yeah, I submit them for the forms every time too. I'm like, Nana Hoshi Ren, Argonavis from Argonavis, not from Bang Dream, because that's no longer a thing. I always suggest them. I'm like, please, I beg. This is what I want. When will you give it to me? Oh my gosh, Nendo Ponchan, I would die. I think I've said this too many times, but I would actually just pass out. I can be in little puppers. I would sob. He'd have to come with Ren. He'd obviously have to come with Ren. Like, there's There's no other way around it. Ponchan would come with Ren. Maybe you could have like a little bed too or something, or like this would be kind of sad, but like in the audio drama, like Ren found him in a box outside of Shibuya Station. Maybe he could be like in the box too or something, or I don't know. Like I just want more Ponchan. I just want more pet stuff. Ponchan, my love. Punch me, boy. I love you. But yes, more pet content is a must. We must have more pet content. No thoughts, just future Ren and Wataru duet. Yes! We need this! I feel like their voices would blend so well, especially it's such a tease that my sang the first version of Steady Goes, and then Masa sang the next two, and they've never sang Steady Goes together. Like, that is such a tease. How dare they? I want to hear a Steady Goes duet so bad. You have no idea. Like, come on! How did they not think to do like a Steady Goes like compilation CD, but then they did a double A side like single? Like, what? Come on! It was right there. All right. Last love mail message. Let's go. Alright, this last one is from Shirahoshi Rinka. Thank you so much, Shirahoshi Rinka, for your submission. I'm really grateful that this project exists. Thanks to it, I found a place to run away from real life. Made a lot of great friends, too. This project is also the place where I can see the most dedicated fans who support it unconditionally that I've never seen before. At first, I don't think I have any feelings for this. I don't think my love for this is real. But day by day, I think I've gained something. And then the day I heard about AA side termination, I almost burst into tears. Not until that day did I realize how much I loved this project. Precious friends who share things and chat with me during lives, dedicated fans who contribute so much for the overseas fandom. I will definitely cherish the experience and memories that I have here, even if I feel tired and exhausted. I definitely never regret joining this project and fandom. Never. I want to go to the future together. Listening to the wonderful music and seeing this project's success in the future, I definitely will. Heart! Thank you so much, Shirahoshi Rinka, for your submission once again. But yeah, like, at least, like, I'm sure there's also, like, very passionate fans in, like, other different fandoms and stuff like that. Like, I've seen a lot of, like, really passionate people over the years and stuff, but maybe it's because I'm biased, but like, I feel like Argonavis Project fans are on like a whole different level of passion. Like, literally today, someone posted for Banri's birthday that they lit up the Sapporo Tower in his image color. Huh? Excuse me? First of all, how do you even go about doing something like that? Is that just something that they get requests for? Like, hey, my Oshi's birthday is today. Can you light up the tower in this color? Like, is that something you can do? Huh? Like, that's a very extreme, like, example. But I truly believe it's because Argonavis Project fans, especially from the beginning, saw how horribly mistreated this project and the seiyus and the staff and whatever were being, and just not being respected. And they kind of found this sort of passion within them. Maybe it was out of spite, maybe just a little bit. I've always found that spite it's a good motivator at times, as long as you don't let it get too out of control. But passion plus spite equals people you don't want to mess with. And Argonavis Project fans really put their all into promoting and loving everything about this project and what it has to offer. Like, I mean, speaking from personal experience, that's also kind of how I felt. Like, when I first kind of found out about everything that was going on and how the hate that they were getting and stuff, even after like all the like, it'd been almost like a year, and it was coming up to a year on their like an announcement of the project, and I had found myself so invested in them, even though I'd only known them for a short time, and seeing how horribly people were talking about them, it kind of lit this sort of fire in me that I was like, okay, I guess in a way, essentially, I was gonna make it my mission to show off the good in Argonavis project and hopefully get people to understand why I love it as much as I do, and maybe one day they can also love it as much as I do. If only just a little bit. And that's what propelled me to, like, you know, keep going and talking about it and trying to find other people that were sort of interested in it, and kind of spreading my knowledge that I had at the time about this project to other people that didn't really know anything about it but wanted to. And it's what, you know, kept me going even after, like, after all this time, basically. So there's just something about wanting to show off the best that your favorite thing has to offer that really lights something in you. That means to be like, I'm going to put like 150% into what I want to do for this project, or for what I want to do for this thing that I love, and I'm just gonna do it. And obviously not everybody is like that. There's some people that don't have that that sort of drive, which is totally okay. Like, obviously things have different levels of passion for different people, and that doesn't make anybody less of a fan. It definitely does not. As long as you like something, you're a fan of it. That's just how it goes. So but obviously there's like different levels of like extreme fans, from them being like, you know, like, yeah, I like this thing, to be like, I lit the Sapporo Tower in honor of my band boy's birthday. Like there's a lot of those kinds of people with like that fire in them in the Argonavis fandom as navigators. There's a lot of passionate navigators, and that's really what's been keeping like this project going, is, well, like, not just the passion of like the staff and the seiyus and stuff, but the passion of the fans. Fans, whew, they keep this project running, and they keep it going. They are some of the coolest people I've ever met, and I'm so proud to be, like, you know, part of this huge passionate group that just wants to love their anime band boys. So yeah. Alright, that's all the love mail that we have from submissions. Thank you everybody so much for submitting your love mail. This is a little rough, considering this wasn't exactly what I was planning to do, but I had fun. I hope you guys had fun listening to me try to read these. I need to get better at reading. But now we will go back to Kaori. I've added a few more little details. And yeah, I think I will start coloring him. Let's see. I'm gonna do it in his image color. Boop, boop, boop. He's gonna be a banana milk cow. Actually, I don't know if that's already a thing in the game, but it's a thing now. So and I'll make this ear yellow too. So cute! Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, eyedropper, that's it. Hey, there we go. Never seen a blonde cow before. Now you have. And I think I'm gonna change his eye color. What is your main eye color? I guess I'll do the dark brown. There we go. Yay! So cute! This is so much. So much is happening right now, and I don't know how to process it. Okay, hold on. There we go. And white. Boop. There we go. Look at him! He's so cute! I love him. I think he deserves the world. Let's just clean up some of these lines here. I don't feel like shading, so I'm not gonna. Oh, that's just white. There we go. think he is done. Kaori is finished. Yay. I did it. I made Banri into a cow. Am I proud of myself? Is he cute? Yeah, that makes up for it. Yay. Hooray for Kaori. Alright, I guess before I end the stream, I was going to talk a little bit about my thoughts about Argonavis. So I guess I will do that. I've talked a lot already about how I feel about it, so I guess let's see. I should have written something, but I don't plan ahead that well, so yeah. I guess for me, Argonavis is like a second home. Like, I think when I came across it again, when I got their first single, and when I was like listening to their music, and when I decided to kind of look more into the project as a whole, it felt very welcoming to me. It felt like I saw these 5 characters and I just felt so comfortable for some reason. I don't know why. At the time I didn't know why, at least. And I just felt like I wanted to know more about them. I wanted to be around them more. And I wanted to see what they were going to do. And especially as they started getting more content little by little, and I saw how much how they interacted with each other and their character dynamics and the band dynamic as a whole within the audio dramas, I think that's also why I hold the audio dramas like so dear to me, is because like they were like that first kind of initial taste of what Argonavis was going to be like, and that really resonated with me for some reason. And I just found myself really enjoying the company of these 5 anime characters living rent-free in my brain. And I just really liked seeing them do their thing, even as little cheebs in a static audio drama visual. And just like imagining what they could do in the future, and like thinking of like, you know, different scenarios for them and possible things for what the anime could do when I found out that they were gonna have like an anime and stuff. Like, it was just all very exciting, and like, I don't know, it became something that I didn't want to be without. Something that I could not imagine not having in my life right now. I feel like I've expressed a lot of like other interests that I've had that have been like kind of like I've really like doubled down on in terms of like being invested in. But Argonavis, I feel like it's kind of got a hold on me in a different way. Not that I don't have that same level of passion, but it feels like even more so. It feels like this is something worth fighting for. Like, this is a project I would put a lot on the line for, because I believe in it and because it just means so much to me. And like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I just think like after all this time, it's become something that I can go to for whatever's going on in my life and just have a sense of stability, if that makes any sense. If I'm like tired or stressed or whatever, sorry, what was I saying? Like, yeah, like whatever's happening, Argonavis is something that's just here for me. In the best way that it is, through its music, through its characters, and just through it being a project generated by nothing but love, passion, blood, sweat, and tears of the people that have passionately been pushing it and keeping it going for all this time, and I just love being a part of that. So I don't really know what I just said, but I hope I expressed myself in some way, shape, or form. I feel like I have a lot of thoughts and feelings that I just can't articulate very well, so if that was very confusing, I apologize. Yeah, I made Banri into a cow. He's so silly. Alright, well, I should probably go to bed. I gotta wake up early, and I also gotta post this Banri. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun, and I hope y'all can join me for tomorrow, where hopefully this does work. Karaoke! Day 2 of Argo Week. That'll be fun. It'll probably be an archive because there's gonna be a lot of music that I don't own the rights to, so you don't want to miss it. And yeah, I hope this will be a fun week for everybody. Hooray for Argonavis! Thank you for everything Argonavis has ever done and will continue to do for the rest of forever. And until we meet again, bye bye!